Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in this episode of World of Tanks. And it is Ma, once again, in my Object 260. We are here on, what is this called? Paris, over in the east side. We're just going to brawl today. Should we just go brawl? Let's do that. Sometimes you just want to get in your heavy tank and go punch some people in the face. Not literally, just, you know, pixel tank punching in the face. And I am top tier. This is a great setup. 260 is kind of a pocket battleship. It can do some super heavy things every now and again. Quite bouncy turret, pretty good hull. So we're just going to come down here and I'm going to no respect these guys. Then I'm going to find this even 90 and he is not going to have any idea what's happening because this very fast heavy tank has found him and will smash him and crush him into the wall, and that feels very satisfying. That's a cool 900 right off the start, and I am spamming gold. So we are all set up. Super Conqueror. Super Conqueror is a challenge. Here we got a double barrel guy. Which, whoop. The heat, for a wonder, does not get eaten by the tracks. Things are going to work out really nicely RNG-wise for me in this game. Bat Chat's trying to make a run. We'll just look at that. Sneaking a shot, and that's what happens when you get a little bit better ping going on. I'm not running on the EU server, so I don't have the crummy ping, although it's not fantastic. It's 60. To be honest, I'm not sure what's going on here. And then the 110 decides to come off the top rope, which I do approve. You know, when you're going to have a big game, a lot of times goofy stuff like this just happens. So we'll just try to overmatch this guy's roof. And it's heat. It's going to have a problem doing that. I don't even know if I hit him. I didn't see a bounce or anything. I don't know. That was weird. Maybe I just hit the ground or... Don't know. I have no idea where that shot went. I could go back and look. But we're just going to brawl because we don't care. So we take our heavy tank, our top tier heavy tank. We go to the heavy tank brawling area and we just kind of force the issue here. Bounce off the turret. And the Centurion AX comes on the inside. I really need to get rid of this guy, but I noticed that we've got some shots here, so we'll go ahead and put a little poke on his side. And this double barrel is now trying to get in here. I am actually causing a bit of an issue on this corner, but it's hard to echelon when we got that dead tank right there. So I am cutting guys off. I do complain about that a lot. Get a bit of a bump right there, or a bit of a bounce right there. Going to try to get into his hatch, but he pulls forward. There we go, and there's the old tracks with the heat. So we switch over to APCR, see if we can't just get some penetrations. Here comes the Super Conqueror. He's a guy we need to get rid of, but he's going to fight pretty well in here. We have a bit of trouble getting rid of this guy. 2,172, 990 blocked already. The double barrel over there is really causing us issues as far as being able to get in on these guys. I take kind of a ill-advised shot there, and now we're a bit outnumbered, and I'm wondering, where are the rest of the tanks? And they're all kind of hanging out up there, and I don't really know who they're fighting, to be honest. Maybe the 50T or some such. So we're just going to use this dead Hulk. There's a bit of extra armor. Trying to find a place to shoot him. We bounce off his turret. Here comes the Conch. Trying to think about how to get in there. We're going to use this dead tank as some frontal hull armor right there. And now it looks like the Conqueror's maybe trying to find a pixel to shoot of mine. Boy, that's a bummer right there. Do not get the pin. Now here comes the double barrel. I'm thinking, well, he's going to try to go right next to me. Probably would have been a good idea on his part. Finally, we get a nice pin. He's angled to me, but that's kind of over-angled for that side of the pike nose. You can see it really flat-plated. He knows he's in trouble now. And I'm able to sneak it. I'm not really sure if I hit the upper plate or the bottom plate, but I was able to penetrate there. And now we come in on the Super Conqueror, who does a wise thing. He gets in, pushes in. I take a bad shot on the top armor, or the top plate. I get a bounce. Now he's doing the same thing I was doing. I'm going to try to get into his turret ring, but it looks like I hit a little low. Defender, I really don't want to get just triple teamed by these guys, so I need to avoid getting tracked if I can. I go for the hatch, that one bounces, and he gets down to a one-shot. I think I go for one more hatch potentially here. Or maybe no, one more hatch and I bounce. It's So I need to do something else. Let's get down here into the turret ring again. See if we can't this time make a little bit better shot right into the... There we go. There it is. That's the one we wanted. Still pretty even. We're at 2,870. It's been a while since I did any damage. I bounced 4 or 5 shots in a row right there. Lots of damaged tanks to use. Shoot him. Down he goes. KPZ is making a runner. Centurion AX pushes in on that guy. Just a nice little brawl right there, folks. This is really a pretty good tank. It didn't get a lot of love when it first came out. But I think it's a lot better than people really realize. It's not quite 279E good, but it's not far off, to be honest. It's just that it's got an actual lower hull, unlike the 279 early. I think the rate of fire, the gun handling is all pretty similar. It might even be the same gun. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but it feels pretty similar. It's doing, what, 400, 440, something like that. Yeah, 440. So it's not hitting that, 750 super heavy whack that the big boys do. It's only dropping 400, but of course it reloads much faster and it drops the pain much quicker, just in smaller doses. 4,057 damage. And I like the speed. This is what's nice for a good player. It's a heavy tank that can get around. The armor is not impenetrable, but it's certainly usable. As you can see, I blocked 1,500. In a game like this where you're top tier and you don't have a whole lot of giant TDs to shred you, everything kind of worked out for me here. We'll just go after this Lorraine. We'll hit him. We'll ram him for another 400 or whatever we got off of him. 431. Just auto aim him. Hopefully it doesn't go straight into the gun. And down he goes. Manticore tries to run off. We're at 4,975. And I think there's some extra damage, and I want to say this is above 5,000, but maybe it's not. 4,975. We ended up with 7 kills out of that. And just a real fun little brawl. And, every once in a while you really like to have a game like that where you have the tank, you have the map, and you have the setup and the tiering, and you can just get in there and just be the big bully. So we took on the Super Conqueror. We took on the IS-32, the T-10, the KPZ. I guess the 263 died out here somewhere. We didn't have to deal with him. That was a good thing. The 110, the Defender, and eventually the Lorraine. And the crushing death of the poor ELC at the beginning. I sort of felt like this game was going to be big as soon as that happened. As soon as I was able to rage around that corner. And that's the thing about a fast heavy like this. It can get places and surprise them. The ELC probably thought, I can get down here, do a little work, and then I'll bail out if I have to. But little did he know, here comes the Object 260 steaming in there at full speed and smushed him. All right, that's all I've got for today. Get out there and brawl. See you guys later.